People had to call me up like for every little thing, every 5 minutes. And by the way, I hated their guts. You hear me? I hated their guts. I hated their guts for stealing my life, stealing my day minute by minute. And, just they couldn't do anything. I don't even know how they got dressed, tied their shoes. I was so frustrated, angry with what was going on. And the worst of it, Tommy, is I felt like a hostage at my own business. And really a turning point is I went in and saw my dad and my two brothers. We sat in one office and I looked at him and I said, I woke up today in a cold sweat thinking, what if they all left? I said, you know what? I feel like a hostage in my own business. And they all said to me, yeah, we do too. What are you going to do about it? In a New York attitude. And I just said, I don't know right now, but I will know. And of course, that's where the birth of the manuals was. I finally realized I could not write it myself. I had to go out and get my great friend who would keep me from doing what I knew I was going to do, Tommy. I was going to lock my door. I was going to sit at the thing and write the 10 commandments, come out with the tablets and try to enforce this on the people that work for me. Again, New York City union shop. Good luck with that. Not going to happen. So I was really lucky. And what he brilliantly pointed out to me, Dan, was that it's more than just that person. They interact with each other. So what I always talk about, triangle of communication, which is CSR, dispatcher to tech and back, that fixes companies the fastest because a lot of people grab a manual from out on the internet, this one, they're not written to be together. And the momentum of each of the things and those along that path, the call taker to the dispatcher, back to the tech, and back up to the dispatcher is what fixes business. And that's really what takes control. And in your company, yours is a great example. Now, Tommy is a rare duck in our businesses. He realizes how much each opportunity when that phone rings, what did he have to do to make that phone ring? And what could he do with that call? Instead of people thinking like, I could buy a new truck, I could get another piece of equipment. Hey, you know what? I was a tech. I love all of that stuff. You don't have to sell me. But if you can't make a tool work, it's worthless. Well, the manuals is a tool. It's really another tool in your toolbox, a different kind of tool. But it's the only way. So what Tommy was telling about the story is people were stealing my life. And two young kids, I said to Natalie, my wife, I'm going to be gone for 2 years. I know you're thinking I'm already gone, but I'm going to be gone working on building people that in 2 years from now, we're going to be able to sit on a beach, go away for vacation and not have the phone ring. I don't know why I said that, Tommy, but it was like somebody set it out into the universe. And 2 years later, because of the manuals, which allowed me to build a staffing curriculum, which allowed me to build a training center and put great willing people with no skills out onto the road better than any tech that had ever walked in through the door. And then 2 years later, we were out on vacation. I turned to Natalie and I go, has my phone rang? And she looked at me and she goes, no. I said, there you are, hon.
You know what? Look, it's real. I mean, you've worked with me for a long time. And I'd say the key word here is operational consistency. It's the fact that I've got a predicted outcome. The first thing you did when you came in after, well, you gave me a bunch of criticism. You said, hey, why are there calendars on the walls? Why is your garage open? I could have stolen your whole warehouse with your own forklift. You said, who's using anything but Google Calendar? You said, what's this cord doing now? Show me your org chart. But one of the things you did was you got 4 technicians and you interviewed them all on how they do certain processes. And you came back to me and said, every one of the guys I've interviewed does things differently. And what you need to create is a manual, but you said standard operating procedure on how to do this stuff. So we took a lot of time, effort, and energy and said, this is the safest, most efficient way. And it took some time. I mean, our tech manual is 56 pages. And then we've got the install heavy and the technical side. And then we've got the manual for the service side. I mean, we've got a lot of manuals now that I think about it, but these guys understand that in the training. And it's really hard now, I think, that they're going to be to catch up to us because we can make awesome techs. There's not a lot of companies that can say that. They can't make CSRs. They can't make techs. They always look for experience. And do me a favor, though, because the 7 Power Contractor starts out with the way to start the operational side, but go through all 7 hours.
Yeah, I would say planning is always, the first thing. Like especially I was doing one-to-one consulting with you, and Tommy said that I criticized him. And for those of you who know me, I'm not a critical person. I'm a very nice person.
It was nice criticism, and I could take it.
Yes, Tommy's skin is thick enough to take it. But really, that was my job. It's always been my job. People are always, think about yourself when you go out and visit other shops. I guarantee you, when you go to somebody else's shop, you can see all the things that are broken. Your problem is you can't see it at your own door.